Welcome back, team. Team, after we make the release pipeline deployment for the CronJob, I think you can go here and you can double check, okay? kubectl get CronJobs, especially you deployed in the Ingress basic, okay? Ingress-basic. This is the area exactly deployed. You just go there and double check, and if you notice one thing, the cron example is the one exactly we deployed. For example, if you notice one interesting fact here, team, kubectl get PO-N Ingress-basic. If we go there and just launch the pods, team, if you notice one thing, the cron examples, whatever the see, you know the sequence already. The CronJob will inform the job to just start a pod, right? That's what exactly we understand yesterday in our previous part, right? If you recall this one, in both examples, I just give one thing. For example, if we have a schedule. If you have a schedule, job will be launched into the AKS and job will create a pod and the pod will perform the action. Same case, the job will be launched into the AKS, job will create the pod will perform whatever the action you just find. That is okay, but the problem here is, if you notice your Visual Studio Code, a lot of CronJobs got deployed, right? Lot are there. Why these many came into the picture? And why we are keeping all these things here? So we also need to understand. So you need to follow few best practices especially when you see such kind of issues for the cron examples team. You have not done anything wrong. You simply deployed CronJob without having proper knowledge. So that is the only thing happened. The first and foremost thing, you should follow few techniques, especially when you are deploying the cron schedule. Okay. Alright. The first and foremost thing. Now let's go there. Let's understand about these particular best practices. And before going for that, what exactly the problem you are noticing at the moment? A lot of parts got launched and those were under pending. Few are pending, few attempted, few are just saying container status unknown. These could be. Generally, if you see any error, for example, if you see any error, let me see, let cancel this. Let me just bring this one on top, okay? If you see this particular thing, kubectl describe PO, I'm just taking one particular example team which is under pending. PO, I'm just going for this -n Ingress-basic. If you notice this particular thing, it is saying it's a node unavailable. Okay, node unavailability is the one exactly usually will call if you are running short of your nodes. That's agree. But the problem is, if the node is unavailable, your pod is waiting to launch again. In between, one more pod got launched. Likewise, the cascading parts got launched into your Kubernetes cluster. That is what exactly the case happened here. And one more, if you go there and double check the parts, now you see one more called container status unknown. One more example. Okay, let's go there here. Let's go there and let's try to assess this case. kubectl describe PO. I'm just giving that particular example. And -n, the -n Ingress-basic. Okay. Ingress-basic. Okay, let's try. So now, what is this one? Close this one. Okay. Again, it is also telling the same reason. Here, I don't see the parts exactly, the node exactly to deploy. The problem is you are running short of a memory or the CPU on the node. You don't have enough space. Team. See, this is the case actually happened for your pending jobs. But actually, you have, for example, if you consider the job completed, meaning that pod already executed, still that particular job still exists with you. That one also we can notice, no worry. The point is, whether it is a pending job or whether it is a completed job, jobs are consuming your CPU and memory. Point number one, I'm just considering few techniques here, team. Okay, so CPU and memory usage is there for memory. CPU and memory is there for completed jobs. What are all the things completed? And failed jobs. In this case, even you can see for the pending jobs also. Okay, pending jobs also. Now the point you should understand here is, once a job is completed, meaning that my task is over. If your task is over, you need to clean it. If you don't clean it, it will still occupy your CPU, still occupy your memory, still occupy an IP address. You must clean it in. That's a problem here. Okay. Sometimes, next problem I'll just highlight. Okay. Sometimes your job, whatever the job you are assigning, cron is creating a job, right? If job runs for a long time, for example, if it is running for a long time and you have another run immediately after 5 minutes, you have a schedule of 5 minutes team. Okay, cron schedule is 5 minutes. 12 a.m. you will create a job. 12:05 you will create another job. 12:10 you will create another job. 12:15 you create another job. What happens for the 12 a.m. job? Is it still going? Is it completed? So you need to handle this case, otherwise these kind of issues only will come. These kind of issues only will come. You will completely running short of your CPU and the memory in this particular Kubernetes cluster. This is a small end cluster. If you have the high end also, definitely you will fall under the same issue. So what exactly you need to handle? You should be able to handle one specific thing. Jobs run for a long time, and also conflict. What are the and also causing the conflict, right? So this is the thing exactly I'm talking about. Okay, causing the conflict between upcoming run, right? So this is the another problem usually you will get. Sometimes jobs are not getting scheduled. Okay, sometimes jobs are not getting scheduled or scheduled after a long unexpected time. Okay, for example team. Okay, so my point is, this case is also valid. For example, jobs are not getting scheduled or scheduled after a long unexpected time. For example, team, you are prepared for the cron is launching the job will be there, but the pod will not be scheduled, meaning that the pod will be launched under this running status only, so pending status only, but your action is not getting finished, your action is not getting executed. So that is exactly the point exactly I'm just trying to highlight. Okay, so meaning that your execution is not happening, is still got stuck in the pending, or still wait for some more time, because see, for example, here today your space is over, your space is already over. If your space is already over, now it will worry really whether to launch a new schedule or not. Of course it will show you just saying that pending only, but it will never complete. Right? So these are all this is also one of the issue, because it may take long time to schedule because of your Kubernetes environment issue. And the next one I can consider, for example, your parts or job, what are the things are there, parts or job. Sometimes these may go to keep getting restarted due to OOM. You know the OOM issue. OOM is out of memory issue. Okay, out of memory issue or image pull backup. So this is a common issue only, meaning that if a pod is keep getting restarted or due to out of memory or image pull backup. So image pull backup usually will come if your image path is wrong. OOM will come if you are consuming too much memory or you don't see any memory as part of your node. That is also possible. So these are all the possible errors, especially when you are dealing with the CronJobs team. Okay, to handle this case, now what we need to do? We also need to handle few things very smoothly here, team. For example, let me go back to your Visual Studio Code and open your schedule. Okay, this is what exactly you are playing today. For example, team, so whenever you are doing this one, you just want to control. For example, okay, I want to control one thing very clearly. Whenever I'm executing the schedule, I'm creating a job, I want to keep successful job history limit. For example, if one job is completed, I want to keep only one. I don't want to keep these many. By default, it will keep 3. If you reduce 3 to 1, only one successful job will be there. That is more than enough for you. Okay, that is one thing which you can keep. Okay, in the same way, the same technique is also there for the failed jobs. Okay, for failed job, meaning that, okay, for example, if a job is failed, how many jobs you want to keep in the Kubernetes cluster? You can keep that particular thing also. Okay, and also very important thing, one is concurrency policy. This is a little important for you, team. So when you are talking about the concurrency policy, for example, you don't want to run your jobs concurrently. So every time your jobs wants to go in sequence, meaning that your job got scheduled, that is not yet completed, then the second job will wait. Second job will not go immediately. So such thing you can still control by using concurrent policy. Okay, that is one thing. And also another interesting one. Okay, and one more interesting fact, that is, I'm just adding one more. What is starting deadline seconds? For example, if you consider this particular thing, you are just keeping some 300, meaning 300 means just it's almost 5 minutes. You are waiting for 5 minutes for the job to start. If your job is not getting started in the 5 minutes, then it will skip. It will not consider that particular thing, right? In this way, you can still handle what are the issues you are facing or what are the things are highlighted, especially on the job history. For example, jobs executed, a lot are there, you don't want to keep all, I think you can keep only one. A lot are there, you want to keep only failed one. You want to go all the jobs in sequence only, meaning that one by one, not one is under execution, you don't want to push the second one or something like that. This kind of controls you need to keep in your mind. You need to keep in your mind. And also, so these are all the things first you need to keep. All right. So, and also few more interesting facts also usually you can keep. Okay, especially under the job template where you're seeing, right, under the job template there, I'm just going here, especially under spec section, I just want to keep the parallelism. The thing is called parallelism. Okay, parallelism. If you see the parallelism as one, how many pods it needs to instantiate at time at that particular moment, how many pods. This one will talk about the pod. Okay, please understand. So how many, that is what exactly, how many pods exactly you are just planning to just launch at that particular moment. Okay, right, that is one thing. And interesting one more, the back off limit team. Okay, back off limit, for example, I'm just keeping back off limit, that is also at the same level. Okay, back off limit is 3, for example. Maximum pod restarts in case of failure. For example, your pod is getting failed. Immediately, what exactly your job will do? Your job will try for the pod again. Again, your job will try for the pod again. That's what exactly. Your job will try for the pod, fail. Again, job will try, fail. Again, job will try, fail. That's all. It will not consider that. 3 times you just gave. Okay. And another interesting fact, active deadline seconds. Okay, another interesting fact also, active deadline seconds. For example, team, if you consider, this is the time exactly job can continue to run. For example, you cannot keep a job for 24 hours or 30 or 36 hours. So you can still control by using, for example, you know very well your job can run only for 10 minutes. You can keep max, okay, 600 is my max. That's all. So in this particular way, still you can control somehow your execution part. So these are all the things which you can keep always in your mind whenever you're playing with this particular cron job in the Kubernetes. Okay. Repeating again, successful job history limit. For example, if you have the multiple jobs are getting succeeded, how many you want to keep in the Kubernetes cluster for a admin to access? Only one. And also failed also only one, right? And also concurrency policy forbid means we don't want any concurrent executions. That's why we're just blocking that particular thing. We don't want to allow. And if you go for one more, starting deadline seconds. If job is not started within these many seconds, just skip it. We're just waiting for 300 seconds, just skip it. And parallelism, your pod, only one pod at a time. That is the only attempt. Back off limit, if pod is failed, you are trying for 3 times. And active deadline seconds is the one exactly you can consider. That is the time for which job can continue to run max. These are all the precautions which you need to consider, especially when you are dealing with the CronJobs team. Okay, please keep this in your mind. Okay, this is additional benefit. You just go back to your DevOps portal. Okay, you go to the DevOps portal. Now, if you go for the DevOps portal, there you can go there. You can just modify your repository, whatever the repository you have at the moment. Okay, this is the cron YAML. That's what exactly we modified. I'm just taking this out. Okay, I'm just pasting this one as a new. That's all. You just commit this one. You just commit it. So once you commit it, again the build process and each and everything will go smoothly. But I think to make it smooth, I think you just need to trigger your agent. Okay, that's the thing exactly you need to do. So I'm just going for the history. So as part of this particular thing, you just come to your team. Okay, cd my agent. I'm just going there and just run it. That's all, team. Okay. Now what will happen here is, now again your cron will continue. Again it will redeploy. Okay. And especially, no choice, you need to clean all your unnecessary parts which are there at the moment, with this particular Kubernetes cluster. Okay. You just go there and list. Okay, a lot are running, right? A lot are running, a lot are there in the under pending status. You just need to delete all these things. So that's only the thing which you can take care. Okay, which you can handle. Okay. Right. So you need to clean that. You need to delete each one by one. Otherwise, you can clean by using some grep command in this way also. Otherwise, just delete the cron schedule. Just delete the cron schedule. For example, you have the kubectl. Anyway, to lower right now. Get CronJobs -n English -basic. Okay. So this is the one of the cron schedule. I just want to delete this particular cron. I don't require this particular cron job. Okay. Cron jobs. I'm just giving cron example. I'm just giving this particular -n English -basic. Okay. I'm just deleting this particular thing. So you may get one doubt. Okay. If you go there here, the parts. What are the parts you have? These are already launched, team. That's why these things will not be moved out immediately. Okay, will not be moved out immediately. But what you can do, if you restart your Kubernetes cluster, whatever the things are there, okay, whatever the things are already there as part of this particular thing, these things will be moved out. You can see that's such an action, because this corresponding job and the corresponding cron is not exist actually. We already deleted. And the new thing will come, and new thing will come and proceed on the schedule. That is what exactly the thing will happen here, team. Okay. All right, team. Oh, it's failed. Okay, let's see. What was the reason? Permission denied. I think sudo sock. I think we added a script right here. I think so. Let me double check. Is it the right one? This is the one exactly we played yesterday, right, team? Oh, sorry. I don't think so. Just a second. Just go for the pipelines. AKS Cron. What is the time? Just go for the edit pipeline. I believe this is the one, team. Okay, exactly you played. Okay, I think it got connected another one. I think this is the one exactly the thing I believe which we attempted. But as far as I remember, we gave the 1.0 at the build pipeline. No? That's what actually I do recall. Actually, to be frank, I do recall the same thing only. Let me double check. Python-python/sub. Okay, this is okay. I think that's the correct one only. I think we triggered one more, right? Let me double check that one also, team, quickly. So what exactly this particular thing? Is it a Python-job or it's a different one? Oh, Python. I think this is different, team. Okay, this is not the one exactly we attempted. We attempted 1.0 only. Just go there. I think you just need to add. I think you can run the pipeline now, because anyway, I think you gave the access with other pipeline. Okay. In other pipeline, you have the sudo chmod 777 docker sock permission already given. Okay. I think you just go there and just attempt for the run, and let's see. Okay. So it will deploy the new cron job, and you need to take care these kind of things exactly, team, whenever you are playing with the cron jobs. Okay. That's exactly the thing I want to highlight. All right, team. Thank you for the session. See you in the next part.